Okay, what I'm going to do is kind of clean this stuff up. I got the numbers on the weights here, and then that one single 81-pound coil, and I wrote the numbers on the coil so I know which transformer they came from. We're going to weigh them, and then we'll see if they're within the 20% category. Then we're going to clean this mess up and then get right on these big transformers. I believe this was the 300-pound one. Now I already have that 80-pound one in there, so it's a negative 100 and something. Wow, yeah, that's not looking good. 70 pounds? Well, maybe it is, I don't know. It's like a 23-pound coil. Okay. Now it might vary a little bit because we cut the ends off. Who knows how different they are, but we're going to zero that. Record 70 pounds on that one. These were from the 276. 18 pounds on that coil. $76. That's 52 pounds. Okay, we're gonna tear that. Man, these coils here feel way heavy. $28 pounds of coil. Oh shit. This was the 256. Now, like I said, each one of these transformers, they're made a little different, and they're probably wound a little different for whatever application they're doing. So they're not all going to be the same exact thing. Whoa! $85 pounds. I gotta check my video just to make sure. I might have had these mixed up. 256, but I did have it written right on the transformer. Okay. Now we also have all these nuggets. We have these plates. Look at this plate. That angle, that's solid copper. That's a big chunk of solid copper right there. All the ends. We have all this. We got more here, and then a couple pieces here. Well, this bucket's from some other stuff. We'll keep that separate until we get all this weighed up. Oh, nice. With all that copper. Man, right. Whatever reason, it don't like to get the ends. press it really easy. Look at all that copper. They made some micro needles. Now we're gonna have a little bit more of this little tedious number 2, but that's pretty much gonna be it for the wire. That's a nice little chunk. We gotta go through all this right here. Hey man, hit these with a grinder or something.
What, open them up?
Yeah, maybe hold them with a...
Is this copper or no?
Here.
Is this copper?
Yeah, that's number 2 copper. Hold them with this or something.
I'll take the, okay, give me, yeah.
Yeah, we'll put them in the vise maybe, I don't know. It might be easier to put a couple in the vise and hit it with a grinder. Oh, check this out. We got some isolators and a whole bucket. Nice. Look at all this hardware we got, man. Hell yeah.
I got a magnet out there. I got a bunch more big piles.
Oh, we still got one more little chunk of wire. We'll add to that before we actually weigh it up. I'm gonna clean all this stuff up and then get geared up for breaking these down. I almost want to put these up on the table, dude.
Oh no. Come on, dude. This one was 1,600 and 1,600.
Well, we're gonna pick it up with a cherry picker. It ain't gonna be that much work. Okay, we picked this thing up and put it up on the table with the cherry picker here, and it was it was kind of sketchy. But the reason I wanted to get it up on the table is because I'm gonna use this big old angle grinder with this Diablo aluminum carbide cut-in bit. Yeah, this thing's actually pretty dangerous. So I didn't want to be really low and have my face above this thing. I wanted it out here. We're gonna cut the first one. Well, first thing we're gonna do is cut all these straps and get this big bulky metal out of the way. And then we're gonna come in here with a Sawzall, because it's a pretty straight cut, and cut straight down here. And then I'll come in with this saw here and make a couple relief cuts in here, and hopefully this thing will push right out the back side. This one here, we might be able to Sawzall that side again.
Yeah, I think you can.
But we're limited on long blades. We have a pack of smaller blades, and I'm gonna go look at my truck for some more, but usually what I do is once this is free, I just come in here with that grinder and just mow right down there. But we're gonna have a problem down here at the end with this big piece of metal. I might try to hit that with the grinder, get them welds off of there, and get that out of there, because I think that's just gonna be in the way. Man, I think if we take these bolts off, either unscrew them or just cut them with the grinder, and then just cut this. We can actually use this to bend this, fold it back. I think if they're not welded on the inside, we might not even have to grind it. We might just be able to fold that back. So I'm gonna get a time lapse set up. We'll do like one or two coils, and then on the last one, we'll do it in real time just to show you how this is going. Okay, we're gonna try a little something different. Steve reminded me that I have this plasma cutter that was sent to me. I'm supposed to do a review on it. I wasn't really wanting to do it on this, but I have my doubts, but we're gonna try it. Steve says it'll cut through this copper relatively easy. So think that's it. Yeah, so this company, Best Arc, sent me this thing for free, so we're gonna try it for the first time right here. Now, I'm pretty sure this is 110 or 220. We might just run this on 110. Look what it came with. So we can run our air compressor at the same time, because I only have one plug, one 220 plug on this side. So, unless we need more amps, I don't know. Let's see what we got. Looks like an air hose, our ground cable, comes with some fit-ins and some Teflon tape, instructions, and a nice looking handle. Now, I've never owned a plasma cutter, so when this company messaged me and said they wanted to send me one, it was kind of hard for me not to accept their invitation. Now, this isn't a paid sponsorship or nothing like that. They just sent me the machine to review. I'm sure they want, I was probably supposed to put some type of link in the description and whatnot. Maybe I'll do a dedicated video on this. I really don't like doing reviews on things that I haven't actually used and can give you some feedback. So if this thing doesn't work, or I can't get it working, I don't know what to say about that. But I'm gonna try. This thing here is, I'm pretty sure, let's just see, our favorite place, you know, made in China. Just putting that out there. Putting it together straightforward. I guess we can just put it right on one of these taps. It's got all that paper on it. You still think it's gonna cut it?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't know, man. I got my doubts.
No, I don't walk through that like.
Okay. Steve says it's gonna cut it. We got a gauge here. Now, one thing I'm already noticing is we got some loose shit. This was loose. You know, quality control. Hey, it says it passed. Is that an 08? What?
Yeah.
This thing's probably been sitting in a warehouse somewhere. Hold on, man, I don't have a thing on the back yet. Oh yeah, there is one back there. I don't know what this hose is for then, or what all these fit-ins are for. I assume the fit-in...
No, where's it going?
right here, look at this. Am I missing something? Why does it look like there's some
You're good.
threads on the outside?
You're good.
Nice safety. All right, let's put some power to this thing and see what happens. Let's get a 110 cord over here. I'm gonna briefly look at the owner's manual. See what it says about settings and cutting copper. Okay?
There you go.
220 volt, 20 amp, 30 amp, 40 amp, and 50 amp. Cut in thickness chart. Oh, for 12 millimeters, we need 50 amps. So the 110 thickness, 10 millimeters, 40 amps. Huh. Blah, 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 blah. How does a plasma cutter work? You know, I do have a badass cutting torch. I never thought about cutting this with my cutting torch. I don't even know how that would work. I think I should just stick to my grinder. I don't know. But I've been wanting to use this thing, so we'll give it a shot. I don't see it penetrating all the way through. All right. Let's put some power to this thing. See what we got. Man, this is coming plugged into an extension cord on top of an extension cord, I think. That's gonna be bad news, man.
You're all right.
That's Harbor Freight quality, brand new. Put it on, lasts about 10 minutes.
All right, you're hot.
We're hot. She's slowly coming on.
You don't need shaded glasses or your helmet.
We have 87 PSI, 15 amps. Oh, we can just crank it on up. That's cool. We're only getting 35 amps.
Perfect.
Cut. Oh, air. Cut. 2T, 4T, what the hell does that mean? PT, and no PT. Oh, something changed there. I should probably figure out what all that means. Oh.
Yeah.
That might be too thick. Let me find some glasses. Okay, so I was trying to figure out what those settings were, and some of it made sense, some of it was just like kind of worded funny, so I'll just read it to you. The air/cut, air means checking, does air supply into machine, cut, prepare for cutting. Now, T2, T4, T2, press, switch, torch working. Stop pressing switch, torch stop working. T4, press switch, torch working. Stop pressing switch, torch still working. Press torch switch again, torch working. Stop pressing switch, torch stop working. Okay, that made a whole lot of sense. We're just going to leave it on T2 because that kind of makes more sense. When you stop the torch, it stops working. I just don't think we got a good ground. We're going to try a different piece of metal here. It says it'll cut 12 millimeter thick stuff. I'm not sure how thick that is. Keeps blowing it out.
What's it doing?
It just keeps shutting off.
There you go. What do you think? Turn it up?
I turned it down. I wonder if this long ass extension cord is causing us problems. I'm switching to 220 mode. Okay.
You know how you angle your torch? There you go.
Wow.
What do you think?
I was doing a hell of a job on this. Yeah. Let me just see if I can't
Cut this thing up.
hold on. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I somewhat spelled my name, so I got to give it some brownie points for that at least. All right, we'll put the camera here. Go back to what we started on. Now this is much thicker metal. Let me just give you a comparison. Oh, this metal is like that thick. It's probably half the thickness of what I'm about to try and cut. I think that slack is probably messing with my ground. Wow.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
Okay. My ground is connected to that. All right, let's try some copper. Now, which coil? We're gonna have to be on this outside one. I'm still a little leery about this. I should probably have, where's my gloves at, man? This thing is slinging sparks. Nope. Man, I ain't gonna sit here and try to unwrap all this paper, bro.
Right.
Maybe once I get it going, it might burn through it. I mean, it burnt some shit, but no, dude,
Ain't gonna work.
this ain't it. Nah, because what's happening is I'm gonna have to cut down this one row at a time, and the Sawzall's gonna get it in one shot. The grinder's gonna get it in one shot. All right, well, the plasma cutter is pretty cool. I mean, it did cut some metal. It did write my name, but it failed to cut some copper. Well, it actually blew right through the copper, but the problem is it's just gonna be too much, and I'm gonna set this thing on fire trying to do that, so. I mean, it cut it. I think it went all the way through.
What's the problem?
But it stinks, smells like burning fiberglass. Yeah. Go get my bigger one. We gonna be here all day. All right, so I'm gonna do some more on this. We'll make a whole nother video on this, testing other stuff. I mean, they cut the metal, so I can't say I don't like it. I like the fact that you can just dial it up. I like the fact that it's 220 and 110. Came with this nice little adapter, but obviously the 110 is definitely going to be limited. And all, but I will say we had probably 100-foot extension cord tied into another extension cord. That was probably a limiting factor. I'll do a better video and I'll plug it right into that plug there. See how the 110 does, see what the limitations are, and you know, hopefully it lasts. Like I said, normally I wouldn't just do a video, something right out the box. I'm definitely not gonna put my stamp of approval on it yet, because it ain't done nothing but 2 minutes worth of cutting. Who knows how it's gonna be in a week, 2 weeks, 6 months. Like, not these shoes, but my other boots, I've got almost a year on them. So I'm gonna do a video on them and let you know what I think about them boots they sent me, and about 3 other projects or products that were sent to me. So.
I like the gloves.
Well, the gloves were sent by a subscriber. I really do appreciate that. We've been using the heck out of them. I really like these ones. Steve found out that they are not welding gloves because he melted them. But the guy did send some TIG welding gloves. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get time lapse set back up. We'll get 1 or 2 of these coils cut, and then I'll cut one in real time for you. Hopefully, once they're free, it looks like it might just pop out. If it doesn't just come right out, I got the jaw on deck ready to rock and roll, and we'll just push this copper right out of here. Okay, that cut through there, you know, it's okay. It's just gonna cut with the saws off. That was not a new blade, so I don't know if a new blade would have benefited. But now we're gonna switch over to the deadly grinder here. And like I said before, I highly recommend you do not cut these with something like that. If anything, get yourself one of those aluminum oxide blades and just take your time with it. I'm not very bright, so I do dumb things like use those type of blades on a grinder.
Play with propane.
Yeah, and play with propane and other things of such nature. Normally I work from one side to the other. You got me backwards over here, dude. I'm gonna put this right here. Catch all the craziness from high up.
Where do you want me to start cutting?
I don't want you anywhere near this while I'm running this thing.
No, I'm going to start on the other end.
Not while I'm cutting this.
Okay. That's a big piece right there. Where do you think that one weighs?
Probably
200?
50 or 60 pounds.
Oh, no, it's more than that.
Nah, man, I don't think so.
How about this right there?
Look, it's all gap, dude. So what happened was most of that binding that I was getting with that was where I had already made that deep cut. And then the second cut wasn't exactly on track. It's kind of hard to keep it straight. But once he gets that cut, man, we're gonna have this done in no time. All right, we're gonna cut this last one live all the way. Actually, I'll put it right here. See if it, see if we get a good shot. We got most of the way through. We've got 2 coils left. I think I'm all the way through that one. I got some of this one. It's going to be tough now because there's a lot of loose pieces. Try to get the second coil out of there and come back into that last one. So why I keep beating it out to the side is I'm just trying to give my saw clearance so I can get on here as straight as possible. And we're going to be right on that steel. What I'm going to try to do is ride that piece of fiberglass down and not touch the steel. That's to not ruin my blade. I don't think we got any chunks, even though we did hit pretty hard. We had a couple times it kicked. We ain't missing nothing. If you can see these old blades that I've been using before, all of them are like, there's a couple chunks missing out where I hit the steel One of them's really bad. Like completely, yeah, this one's bad. I hit a lot of steel with this one. These blades ain't cheap, so. All right, I'll do this last one from here. All right, see that? If you cut them right, they should just slide right out. Unless they're like that 500-pound one I had on my channel one time, where I literally had to use the jaw, and it took everything the jaw had to push that out. I don't know how that one's gonna come, but we're gonna get this cleaned up and decide whether we're gonna risk putting that one up on the table or not. It's actually much safer cutting up. Oh, hold on. It's much safer for me, I think. Just because personally, I cut concrete for like 10 years, and I used to spin 20-inch saw blades, big hydraulic saws, and you don't want to be cutting down below your head where the saw could come out of the cut and then smack you in the face. Here it's like level with me, and if it comes out, it's going to come up, and I can hold it up away from me. It's much safer opposed to me cutting it on the ground. Now this one here, I might just risk it for the biscuit and cut it right here. I don't know. We'll think about it, because that cherry picker was creaking and moaning and groaning, picking that 1,500 pounder up on that table. This one weighs 1,600, and I don't know if it's gonna, I don't know if we should risk it. What I might do is at least pick it up, and I have that metal pallet. Maybe I can get it up a little bit, because if I'm down here, you know, my head is still above this pretty high. I'd rather be face on it, but I'm pretty strong. I can hold on to that saw, and you know. But this is going to be a whole different animal. This is different stuff here, and it looks like when I'm coming down, I'm going to be coming right down onto that bracket right there. So we're going to get this cleaned up. We'll get it over onto this. We'll weigh it and see what those coils weighed, and then we'll get a game plan on this one here. This one came with a nice, look at that big old bus bar.
And that goes over here with this one.
No, that was this one.
Was it?
You unbolted it, you don't remember? It was bolted right there.
Oh, yeah.
That must have been the main tap feeding every coil, you know? And then each tap would have been a different voltage or something. Alright, I'm gonna take this heavy ass coat off and get cooled down. We'll sweep all this stuff up. We're gonna send all that. Look at that. We could send that through the water sluice.
I got it.
Here's that piece. Look, there's your piece, Steve.
Yeah.
Looks like a shark tooth. Burning up blades. We got that one real nice. Be careful you don't pull that trigger pulling on that. All right. That actually, I mean, with that thing made light work of this. I mean, we probably, with just that, if we weren't using that stupid Sawzall, we could have had this apart in less than 20 minutes. You know, just working that thing there, man. It cuts like butter. And I didn't have the right collar, so it's just squeezed on there. When that thing hit, I bet you it locked that thing on there super tight, dude. I'm probably gonna have to use a pair of vice grips to get that off. Shoot. So I don't know what's wrong with my scale. Either it's cold, the batteries are dying, or the screen got banged around too much and it's fading out, but I don't even know. Go ahead, go up. We're going to be able to get a good reading. So that's saying 113 pounds on just that coil.
You got the bucket.
And pretty much all the coils are going to be close. I'm going to, except for maybe that one.
I'm going to weigh them all.
Let's wrap them all up at once and see if we can't pick them up. Nothing right now. Go up. Oh.
It's okay. We knew that was going to
Kind of sketchy.
It's okay.
200, 220, 230. Oh.
It's okay.
Pinch it. 330, 340.
You're up.
I'm gonna say that's 351.
Call it 350.
No, it's 351. Hold on. All right, here we go. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good. 5-gallon bucket of cut ends.
It might fall over.
Yeah, we are kind of top heavy. Go ahead, send it. I got it. All right. I'm gonna say 30. Oh. It's 100 pounds?
Yeah, it's like, well, yeah. Easy.
It's 100 pounds even, minus,
What's
let's say 3 pounds for the butt. It says 10.
Oh, you can't read it?
It's the last number's fading, man. But I see it. 14, 7, 5, 4, 2, 1, 0.
100 pounds.
It's 100 pounds even. So we got, let's say 97 pounds. Usually it's 2.5, 3 pounds for them bucket. 97 pounds.
450 pounds. Out of that one deal.
So what's 97 divided by 3? 30 something?
33.
So 32 pounds for each end that I cut off, right?
Yeah.
And then what was one of them coils? We got 351. Let's see. 351 divided by 3. 117 pounds plus what I say that was, 32? Wait, 97 divided by 3. Yeah, it was 32. 117 plus 32. So each coil weighed 149 pounds. Yeah, 447. Almost 450 pounds on these coils. Now, what I say that weight was 14 what? We had 1471. So if at 20%, it would have only been 294. We're what, 447? So our percentage is way up, man. We're closer to what, 30%? Something like that? About 30-35%. Heck yeah. So are these worth cutting open? I'd say hell yeah. All right, we got one more to do. We're gonna get this all wrapped up real quick. I'm probably just gonna go ahead and pull this out and do it right here on the floor. Just get it done. It's getting late. Who knows what time it is, but it's been dark for a while. Yeah, we're just gonna do this one right here on the floor because that thing was creaking and moaning and groaning and did not like picking that transformer up on the table. At least we lightened it up by 450 pounds to get that big steel block down. I did feel way more comfortable cutting it up here though. So, yeah, I'm just gonna have to put a death grip on that saw. All right, we got this thing jacked up as high as, you know, safely possible. I knocked the bottom off, so it's kind of just on that sketchy little thing. We jacked it up on the pallet jack with some 2x4s, and then I actually put 2x4s under the pallet jack, so it's just not the weight on there, and I don't have to worry about maybe the seal blowing and the hydraulics failing and it dropping on me. And it's just going to keep it from rolling. So I'm just going to get set up on this and start cutting. We'll cut the 2 off, probably cut this one and that one, and then the last one I'll do live. But check this out. This thing is just one giant sheet of copper, and I still don't know what to do with this stuff here. Pretty sure it's aluminum. I don't know, we might just leave it if it's stuck in there. If pieces fall out, whatever, but we'll try to keep this intact as much as possible. We're not going to run the Sawzall, or I might run the Sawzall in the corners. I don't know. I just think it's going to be so much easier for me to come in here with that blade, bury it in here, and just run it straight down. Time-wise, that thing runs 10 times faster than the Sawzall. It's just, there is no comparison. And there's enough here where I can just bury it and let the blade walk down. I wanted to get this up because I'm going to be down here squatting down on this one. It's not ideal, you know, because I'm not as planted as if I was up here and put the force on it, but you know, it is what it is. I might sit on the stool. I haven't decided yet, but on this one, I'm going to time the whole thing. I'm going to go ahead and as soon as I'm about to start cutting, I'm going to hit the stopwatch, and we'll get a time to see what it's going to take to actually cut through this whole thing. I might try and put the stopwatch in view of, I'll probably put the, I don't know where, I'll probably put the camera up there somewhere, so I don't know about having it in view. But I'll keep it posted. Like when I make my first cut, I'll come over and show exactly how long it took to make that first cut. All right, we're 32 minutes in. It's taking like 15 minutes a piece to cut and pry that out, which isn't bad. So I'm gonna do this last one in real time. Let's we'll put this right here. talking about. The last one went so fast.
Yeah.
Because I had access to get to both sides and penetrate in one pass most of the way. So basically that was about 40 minutes almost. Woo! Oh, I had 2 pairs of safety glasses on the whole time. I couldn't find my glasses, they were on my head, so I found another pair. Whew, well, I'll tell you what, my forearm is pumped up, bro. It's like going to the gym. I'll tell you where we're going, right to the scrap yard. Dancing. You ever seen your copper dance before? So we're over here doing some micro scrapping. We took apart these medical air compressor thingies, and Steve opened up the motor or the pump, and I've never seen a pump like this before. This is actually pretty cool how this works. We got it rigged up. You know how we're all about safety over here, so we got it rigged up in the safest way possible. But somehow this coil is creating an electro field and pulling these magnets in. And each one of these diaphragms is a pump. So we're gonna turn this on with our super safe plug. And look at that. So it's pumping air. That one's for that side. See, when I plug and put pressure on it, it changes. But it's interesting, somehow they're going back and forth. I've never seen a pump like this before. That's pretty cool. Now we have no use for this, so we're probably just going to pull them copper coils off. I wonder if that transformer will come right out of there. Nah, it's probably glued in. But let me know if you guys have seen anything like that before. That's pretty pretty interesting. I figured I'd just make a little video and show you guys. So we wind up cutting off this morning because it was just too late, and I was too tired to try to drive anywhere. Look how far we're squatting. Damn, it's almost touching. It's almost touching the ground. I think we're a little overloaded, man.